Jensen, no, I didn't, as a matter of fact. It is a disappointment, I know. I was hoping to really fuck with him. Yeah, and actually, Jared was pretty light in the episode as well, and I think they probably did that to help him out. Yeah, no, it's a heavy Bobby episode. Yeah.
Thank you.
What? Not in the whole episode. I know. It seems like a waste of an episode, but I guess what they were thinking is, you know what, it's his first one, and it's going to be pretty rough around the edges, so we'll do one that nobody wants to watch, one that doesn't understand. No, that's not true. He's actually, I think he's doing a good job. Everyone says he's doing a good job. I went by the stats, and it looked like he was doing a good job. They finished early. The first 2 out of 3 days, which never happens. I don't know if they may have given up early. But anyway, everyone went home. Hi.
Hi.
She left. She just disappeared. I'm going to take this one off the air. Hi.
Hi. I'm sensing quite a lot of love in the room for Mark Shepherd, and
okay.
I am wondering what it was like to work with Mark, and how you would see your two characters interacting in season 6, because I hear we're going to be back in season 6.
Well, I think he's going to be a big deal in season 6. I think he's going to be sort of a pillar of I don't know, I'm not supposed to talk about this. You tricked me. Shame on you. I'm too tired. Yeah, so, but he's coming back, and he's got a big role. Yep. He is going to play my godmother.
Is that what you want for your character in Mark Shepherd?
For him to play a mothering role? Pass. Hi.
Hi. I just want to start off saying that you're looking real good today.
Thank you. You're talking about the stuff, aren't you?
There I go.
Yeah, especially stuff. So my question to you is, do you prefer sci-fi roles, or will any genre do, or is there a specific genre you'd like to work in?
I would do anything. Anything. I mean, for money.
Porn?
Huh?
Porn? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, tasteful. Yeah. Nip Tuck was as close as I came to. No, it's not. Marla is as close as I came to.
Yeah.
And it was a lot more pornographic what we did on set in that movie than what actually made the cut of the film. They PG'd it up big time. I think the director was getting his jollies while we were shooting. Really? You want me to do that? All right. You want me to touch her where? Okay. But Sunday. And why are we talking about pornography anyway? That's not, yeah, why did they take us there? Shame on them. Ooh, that's such a nice question. Because you started it with a compliment, which is a great way to go. Yes, I would be interested in maybe doing a little bit more comedy stuff. Yeah, it's fun. It would be kind of fun to do like a 3-camera sitcom, actually, where there's an audience and all that, but those are kind of, they don't exist anymore, pretty much. They're very rare. Usually it's, do you know about this? Yes.
porn.
Next.
I can make it about porn.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the porn question. You have been talking briefly just now about, eating on set, so do you prefer to spit or swallow?
There should be an award for that question. But they're all already made out to other people. Oh, there it is. Oh, she doesn't want to give it up. That's gold to her.
Mine.
What's that?
Mine.
Yours. Yes, you're not giving that up. Interesting question, difficult to dodge.
You want my real question?
That's the problem with a clever question like that. It's kind of hard to out-clever it. You kind of won just by asking the question. Now I will humbly admit defeat. Congratulations.
Okay, so here's my real question.
Yes.
You had worked in the White House briefly, and I'm hoping you could share some juicy political stories with us.
Speaking of spitting and swallowing.
Oh.
Were you there for that?
No, as a matter of fact, I predated Monica Lewinsky by 3 months. I was there right before her tenure in the White House. So when I was there, it was still like, oh, this wow, it's a hard job to get, and it's respectable. Juicy stories from the White House? Not really. I wrote an op. What have I got? Well.
Without getting arrested.
About what?
Without getting arrested.
Without getting arrested? Well, okay, thanks. That was a good tip-off. Have I told this story before? In the White House? Yeah? The one that... So, in the White House, every day when you go in, they have... I don't know why, but there's fairly high security. And it's much worse than going to the airport. They have all the scanners and the x-rays and frisking and all of that. And then you get a pass that you wear around your neck. It's like you're allowed to be your bag. You have to wear exposed all the time while you're in there. And every day, when you go out, if you go out for lunch or whatever, you drop the pass in a box. And every day I would pretend to drop my pass in the box and stash my pass. And I had in my room like this mobile of passes to the White House, like 30 or 40 of them. And then one day I asked one of the, what do they call the security guys in the White House?
Secret Service.
I asked one of the Secret Service guys, hey, so what if somebody takes one? And he's like, I couldn't remember, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was like 10 years in jail plus, $100,000 fine or something like that. And I was like, whoosh. And I put that one in the box. But I still have a bunch of those. So if anyone ever wants to go have a little fun with the Obamas, actually they may have updated the passes by now. They were really like, this was, the mid-90s, pre-technology. They were just like laminated little things with chains around them. But yeah, so I did that. That wasn't legal.